All right, so today we're going to start lesson 3 of our coding unit. And we are going to start with a bunch of definitions that we really need to be aware of and you need to know in order to progress through this unit. So my definitions here, number 1, we have 4 types of data that we're going to use in this unit when we're doing coding. So the first is a number, which can either be a whole number, or a fraction, or a decimal. So when we think number, we're thinking values. So like 10, 2/3, 7.3. Those would be numbers. Okay. Now a string is anything between quotation marks. Okay. So for example, I could have a number between quotation marks. I could have a word, hello. I could have a color, whatever it is. So a string is anything that's between quotation marks. And then an image would be a picture. Okay? So the fourth type of data is called a Boolean. And we're not going to get to Booleans until lesson 7, but that will be the fourth type of data. So for now, we're really just going to be working with these 3 types: numbers, strings, and images. Okay? Number 2, domain. We've talked about, you've seen domain and range, which is the next one in Algebra 1. When we're thinking domain and range of a function on a grid, the domain corresponds to the x value. When we think of a function, that's the input. So this is the type of data a function expects. Okay, and that the domain represents the inputs. Okay. The range of a function is the type of data a function produces. Okay, and those are the outputs. So the domain is what's going into the function. So it's what the function itself expects. Okay, and then the range is what the function produces. What happens once I press enter in the coding program. And then number 4 here is a contract. And a contract is a statement of 3 things. About a function. And those 3 things are the name. The second thing is its domain. And the third thing is the range. Okay, so a contract tells us 3 things about the function. It tells us the name of the function, what should go into the function, its domain, and then what should come out of the function, its range. Okay, and we're going to work a lot with writing contracts for different functions in code. Okay, so make sure you have all of this information written down, and also make sure that you have checked your answers for the lesson 1 and 2 recap homework that you turned in yesterday. You're really going to want to make sure that you got circles of evaluation down and how to write a circle of evaluation in equivalent code. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out. Make sure we're checking School Tool for all grades and missing assignments. And I hope everybody has a wonderful evening.